Welcome students, welcome to Accountancy Point where we study the various accounting concepts for class 11 and 12. Children, today I have come with a new chapter for class 12, dissolution. Children, when we use the term dissolution is related to two perspectives. One is dissolution of partnership, the other one is in case of dissolution of a firm. There is a difference between these two. When we say dissolution of partnership, that means the agreement amongst the partners comes to an end, but the business continues. But when we say dissolution of a firm, it means the entire business comes to an end and the partnership will also come to an end with this. So, in today's video, our main topic is the treatment of workmen compensation reserve and investment fluctuation fund or reserve. Because most of the students make mistakes in these two concepts, especially in the chapter of dissolution. The treatment of the workmen compensation reserve and investment fluctuation fund in case of admission and retirement is quite different. But over here, in case of dissolution, it changes because in the dissolution chapter, we do not have to continue the business. We have to close all the books and completely pay off all the liabilities. So, in this particular situation of dissolution, we have to think about the workmen compensation reserve treatment and investment fluctuation fund reserve today. Children, before we move ahead, I would just like you all to please subscribe to the channel Accountancy Point if you have not yet subscribed, and press the bell icon so that you get all the notifications. Today's video is video number 34, which talks about the treatment of workmen compensation reserve and IFF, that is investment fluctuation fund or reserve, related to the chapter dissolution of a firm for class 12. Children, let us see the various conditions for the treatment of workmen compensation reserve first, and then we'll see the various conditions for investment fluctuation fund or reserve. The first case is when workmen compensation reserve is given on the liability side of balance sheet and there is no claim given in the sum. In this case, children, a very simple understanding that workmen compensation reserve is actually a reserve. So what will you do? In case if there is no claim, so what do we do with the reserves? The reserves get distributed amongst the partners in the profit sharing ratio. So the same thing we will do over here also. The journal entry will be passed, workmen compensation reserve account debit to partners capital account. It will be distributed. In the narration you can write WCR distributed in old profit sharing ratio, or there is no old and new in case of dissolution in the profit sharing ratio. Now let us take an example. Suppose this is the balance sheet is given and workmen compensation reserve is given on the liability side of your balance sheet related to rupees 30,000, but there is no claim given. So in that case, you will pass the entry if there are two partners. Let's suppose X and Y are two partners who share profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. So your entry will be workmen compensation reserve account debit to X's capital account to Y's capital account. This is 30,000, 18,000 and 12,000 will be the share of these two partners. So this is how we treat in case when only workmen compensation reserve is given on the liability side and there is no claim. Now let us move to case 2. When workmen compensation reserve is given on the liability side and claim is also given, but the amount of claim is less than the reserve. That means the amount of reserve is more than the workmen compensation claim. In that case, children, what shall we do is, if you remember the chapter of admission and retirement, we used to compensate the amount of loss and distribute the rest of the loss, the rest of the reserves amongst the partners. But in case of dissolution, this will change, this concept will change, because this particular chapter says, since we are not supposed to open any new account, so what are we supposed to do is, we will transfer the amount of reserve equivalent to claim into realization account. That means we prepare realization account. So over there we will transfer the reserve which is equivalent to your claim. How much is the amount of claim? If you see this particular condition example, workman compensation reserve is given 30,000 and claim is given 10,000. So what are we supposed to do is, we will pass the journal entry. First journal entry will be workman compensation reserve account debit to realization account. That means the amount which is equivalent to your claim. Out of the total reserve, you have the reserve of 30,000 and you have a claim of 10,000. So out of this 30,000, 10,000 will be transferred to realization. WCR transferred to realization account. Okay. Now, what are we supposed to do the next? The amount of claim will be paid off. That means we will pass the entry realization account debit to cash or bank account. Here, workman compensation claim paid off. How much was your claim? It was rupees 10,000. Now, if you see, children, out of the reserve, we have transferred out of this 30,000 reserve 10,000 to realization. After transferring, how much reserve are we left with? We are left with 20,000. So that workman compensation reserve which is left over, rupees 20,000, will be distributed to partners capital account in the profit sharing ratio. Workman compensation reserve distributed in profit sharing ratio amongst the partners. So children, what are we supposed to do? What concept we derive from here is, whatever is the amount of claim that has to be paid, if you have sufficient reserve, you will transfer the amount of reserve equivalent to claim to the realization account in this particular situation. Now let us take the third case. When workman compensation reserve is given on the liability side and claim is given and both are equal, that means the amount of claim is equal to the amount of reserve. You have a reserve, you can see the example. There is a balance sheet and on the liability side you have 30,000 as the workman compensation reserve and the claim is also 30,000. So what will you do in this case? Do you have sufficient money to pay off your liability? Obviously you have. So what are you supposed to do is, the amount, once again the same concept, claim is 30,000, reserve is also 30,000. So whatever is the amount of reserve equivalent to this will be transferred to realization. So we'll pass the entry workman compensation reserve account debit to realization account. How much we will transfer to realization? 30,000. Why? Because my amount of claim is 30,000 and I have 30,000 in my reserve. So I will transfer it. Here, workman compensation reserve transferred to realization account. Okay. After this, what we will do is that we will pay off the liability. We'll pass the entry realization account debit to to cash or bank account. Remember, all the liabilities are to be paid off either through cash or bank, whatever is mentioned in the question. So workman compensation claim paid off. We have paid off how much? 30,000. After paying this, are we left with any other amount of reserve? We had a reserve of 30,000. The entire reserve was transferred to realization. So we are not left with any amount. So it will not be distributed amongst the partners. Children, if you want to understand this in case of realization, I'm just making I'll just show you the example of realization. What we'll do, what I told you is, you have a claim of 30,000, you have a reserve of 30,000. So on the credit side, you will write workman compensation reserve 30,000, and on the debit side, you will write to cash or bank account. Here, you will write workman compensation claim paid. How much? 30,000. So this is the treatment in realization account, and this is the treatment through the journal entry, accounting treatment, journal entry. Okay, so that is what I have made you understand over here. Now, just take the fourth case in the same question. If the same question is there, but condition changes a little bit. When WCR is given on the liability side of the balance sheet and claim is also given in the sum, but workman compensation reserve is lesser than workman compensation claim. That means the amount of claim is more. So that means as the adjustment, if it says that workman compensation claim amounts to rupees 50,000, then what are we supposed to do? Once again the same concept. How much claim are you supposed to pay? 50,000. How much reserve do you have? 30,000. So what will you, if you will prepare the realization account, I want to tell you first of all through the realization account. If you make the realization account, what will you do? First of all, this reserve will be entirely transferred over here. Workman compensation reserve 30,000, and on the debit side you will pay work to cash or bank account. Workman compensation claim paid. How much will you pay? 50,000, because that much is your liability. After paying this off, are you left with any amount in your reserve? No. So partners will not be given anything. What will be the journal entry? First of all, this will be transferred to realization. So your entry will be workman compensation reserve account debit to realization account. And then the second entry will be realization account debit to cash or bank account. Over here 30,000 was to be transferred because only that much is my reserve, and here I will pay off 50,000 because this is my amount of liability. Okay, so this is the accounting treatment for the fourth condition. Now here in this particular situation itself, let us take the fifth condition, when we do not have the workman compensation reserve at all. Let's suppose there is adjustment is given, adjustment is given, and in the adjustment it says that workman compensation claim is rupees 10,000, and there is no reserve given. There is no reserve on the liability side. There is only claim given. Claim is given in the adjustments. Now what will you do? You do not have any reserve. So since you do not have any reserve, children, so the ultimate answer is we have to pay off our claim. So from which account we will pay off? It is only through the realization account that we can make the payment of any unrecorded liability. This is called unrecorded liability because this is not recorded yet. So the only entry which you will pass for this type of situation is the realization account debit to cash or bank account. Here you will write 10,000, which is your liability. That means when you will prepare your realization account, in the realization account on the debit side, you will just write to cash or bank account. Workman compensation claim paid. How much? The claim was 10,000, so we'll pay off 10,000. Children, most of the time students get confused with the term debit or credit. When I say that workman compensation claim is to be debited, the payment of workman compensation claim is to be debited to realization account. So most of you think that workman compensation claim will come on the debit side. No, it will be debited to realization, means in the realization account, it will come on the debit side. That means realization account is to be debited. Remember the concept of class 11 when we started with the ledger and we were asked to create journal entry from the ledger. So we used to pass realization account debit to cash or bank account. So when I say that the payment of the workman compensation claim must be debited to realization account, that means realization account is to be debited and the payment, that is cash or bank account, for the workman compensation claim must be credited. Now we will see the concept for investment fluctuation reserve. Children, here is the concept of investment fluctuation reserve or fund. This also has many cases. So let us understand the first case. When IFF, that means investment fluctuation fund or reserve, is given on the liability side and no investment of assets on asset side is given. That means there is no investment shown on the asset side. There is only IFF. You can see the example over here. Balance sheet is prepared. On the liability side you have investment fluctuation reserve or fund 50,000. There is no investment given on the asset side. So children, when this happens, once again the same concept. What is this? It is a reserve or a fund. So what do we generally do with a reserve or fund? When there is no other adjustments related to any reserve, and why do we create investment fluctuation reserve or fund? The answer is investment fluctuation fund is created in order to meet with any decrease in the value, any loss in the value of the investment, because investment is something which is related to the market conditions and that may get fluctuated. So IFF is created, investment fluctuation fund or reserve is created to meet those liabilities or meet those losses in case if the value of investment gets reduced. Since this is the reserve which is created and there is no loss over here, so what will you do? You will just transfer this entire amount. You will write investment fluctuation reserve account debited to partners capital account. That means IFF distributed in profit sharing ratio. Whatever is the profit sharing ratio, if there are two partners like X and Y and they share profits and losses in the ratio 3:2, so in the partners capital, when you will prepare the partners capital, on the credit side, this is the debit side, I'm just showing it as X, Y, and this is also X, Y. We'll just write over here IFF, we'll distribute it in the profit sharing ratio, so it will be 30,000 and rupees 20,000. So this is your partner's capital account. So this will happen only when the IFF is given in the question and there is no investment shown on the balance sheet. Now, the second condition is when IFF and investment both are given in the balance sheet, but there is no market value or no realized value given or given either over here or in the adjustments. There is nowhere investments value given. So in this condition, in the chapter of dissolution, there is a concept that if you have any reserve created against any asset, so in that case, both the things must be transferred to realization account. That means the asset will also get transferred and the investment, the reserve will be also transferred to the realization account. So you will pass the entry, you will transfer the IFF to realization, you will also transfer the investment to realization. So what entry will you pass for the IFF? The entry will be IFF account debit, that means investment fluctuation fund or reserve account debit to realization account. Remember, this is the very easy condition to understand. Whenever both are given, no matter whether the market value is given or not, that is not a matter of concern. If both appears, this is your asset side, children. Once again I repeat, according to the concept of dissolution, if there is any asset and related to this, if there is any reserve or fund created, both needs to be transferred to realization account. So you first of all will pass the entry for the transfer of IFF account debit to realization account 50,000, and obviously asset is transferred always at their gross value, their book value. So you will pass the entry realization account debit, that is an asset, and the journal entry to transfer the asset into realization is realization account debit to investments account. Okay, here you can pass, write the narration, IFF transferred to realization account, and here investment transferred, or the account of investment closed by transferring it to the realization account. How much? We always transfer the assets at their book value. What is the book value of investment? 1 lakh is transferred to realization account. If you want to see through the realization account, you will, while preparing the realization account, you will write it on the debit side. From the asset side, it will get transferred to the debit side of realization to investment 1 lakh, and this is your IFF which you will transfer over here. By IFF it will be 50,000. So this is the concept related to IFF for this particular condition. Now the third situation is when IFF and investment both are given along with the market value or realizable value of investment, but the loss on investment is lesser than the investment. Just for an example, you can understand this concept that you are given with the IFF 50,000. There is investment appearing on the asset side rupees 1 lakh, and in the adjustments or in the balance sheet itself it is written that the market value of investment is rupees 70,000. So what do you mean by that? It means that if you sell investment at present, you will have a loss of 30,000. That is loss of 30,000 and you have fund of 50,000. So in this particular situation, children, you don't have to consider about the losses which will incur in case of realization or in the chapter of dissolution. What you are, the same concept, first of all we'll transfer the IFF to realization, we will also transfer the investment to realization, and then whatever is the market value or realizable value, we will realize that. So first entry you will have to pass for this IFF to realization account. How much is your IFF? 50,000, 50,000. Remember children, all the assets and liabilities are always transferred to realization at their book value. So IFF we have transferred to realization. Now we transfer the investment. Entry will be realization account debit to investments account 1 lakh. After transferring it to realization, then what is the market value? 70,000. So that we will realize, we will receive that much. Because it is a chapter of dissolution, we have to sell off. If the value is given, that means we will sell off all the assets and we'll get this much. So cash account or bank account debit to realization account. We'll write over here investment realized. Investment realized. How much did you realize? 70,000. Just see the realization account. How will you do it? When you will prepare your realization account, first of all, you will transfer the investment to the debit side. To investment 1 lakh. Book value. IFF will be credited by IFF 50,000 and we are realizing 70,000. So we'll write by cash or bank account in the bracket investment realized 70,000. So this is how we show it in the realization account. We'll take up more cases. Children, this is case 4 when IFF and investment both are given in the balance sheet and IFF is equal to loss of investment. So I have already given you the basic concept. If you can see the example, IFF is 50,000, investment is 1 lakh and the market value is 50,000. That means if you sell it, you will have a loss of rupees 50,000. Okay, so that is not a matter of concern. The only thing is, in case of dissolution, as soon as both are given, IFF and investment both are given, we'll transfer both of them to realization first. So for this, IFF to realization account, investment fluctuation fund or reserve account debit to realization account 50,000. Then we transfer the book value of investment So the entry will be realization account debit to investments account. We'll transfer the asset at the book value, that is 1 lakh, and after this we will pass the entry for the realizable value. So cash or bank account debit to realization account. It does not matter how much is the loss or how much is the profit in case of this. You will just pass 50,000 because this is the amount which you have realized by the sale of investment. If you prepare the realization account, in that case, once again over here you will transfer the investment 1 lakh. Over here you will transfer from here to here, IFF will be transferred 50,000, and then you are realizing 50,000. So by cash or bank account will be realized rupees 30,000. Okay. Now condition number 5 is when you have investment and IFF both given the balance sheet, and IFF is less than the loss on investment. If you can see the example, you have IFF 50,000, investment 1 lakh, and your market value is 30,000. So if you sell it, you will have a loss of 70,000. So even that does not matter. You will just transfer this entry, once again the same thing, IFF to realization account, investment fluctuation fund account debit to realization 50,000. We'll transfer the reserve at its book value. We'll transfer the assets also at the book value, realization account debit to investment account, and then we'll show the whatever amount we are going to realize. How much? 30,000. So we'll pass the entry cash or bank account debit to realization account. We will realize by selling the asset rupees 30,000. So children, this is how the same thing you will do in the balance sheet also. There is nothing over here in this particular situation we are realizing 50,000, so I will write 50,000. But in this condition, when you will prepare your realization account, what will you do? First of all, to investment account, you will write the book value, transfer the value. By IFF, you will transfer the book value of IFF 50,000, and then here you are realizing 30,000. So by cash or bank account 30,000, you will show it over here. Here in the bracket you can write investment realized, or you can just write investment so that you can understand this is the cash related to investment. Condition 6 is that IFF and investment both are given on the balance sheet, but there is a profit on sale of investment. Till now we were seeing the conditions when there were losses. Now if there is a profit, we are not going to change the concept. Once again we'll transfer the IFF to realization, we'll transfer the investment to IFF to realize the investment to realization, and then we'll realize 1,20,000. So what will be the first entry? IFF account debit to realization account. How much? 50,000. Then realization account debit to investments account. How much? 1 lakh. Then we'll realize cash or bank account debit to realization account. We'll sell off the investment and realize rupees 1,20,000. Okay, so you have already you might have understood the realization concept. When you will prepare the realization, here you will transfer to investments account. Investment will be transferred at their book value 1 lakh. By IFF, you will transfer at the book value 50,000. Then you will pass the entry for realization, that is cash or bank account 1,20,000. Children, you can understand one more condition. Condition number 7, you can say, when there is no IFF given and there is only investment given on the asset side and there is no realizable value. So what will you do in that case? The question does not tell you anything. That if you sell this investment, how much money you are going to realize. So one thing you have to understand in the chapter of dissolution, children, that in case if any asset, the realizable value is not given in the question, so we will assume that we did not realize any amount from the asset. But if any liability, there is no information given that how much have we paid or not. Suppose creditors of rupees 30,000. The question did not tell you how much are you going to pay to creditors. So in case of dissolution, it will be assumed that the full amount has to be paid to creditors. But in case of assets, the concept is a bit different. As per the concept of dissolution, the question must give you how much money you have realized by selling the asset. If it is not given, you will not realize. Okay, that means no entry will be passed for receiving the amount. You cannot say that investment is rupees 1 lakh, that means I have realized 1 lakh rupees. No. In that case, you will just pass the transfer entry. You will pass the entry realization account debit to investments account. That's all. You cannot pass the realization entry. You will just pass the transfer entry. You will just write investment transferred to realization account. That means while preparing the realization account on the debit side, you will just write to investment. How much? 1 lakh. You will not realize anything. But in case if the question gives you that, you may consider the next step. When investment is only given, there is no IFF given, and the market value is also given, like say 50,000. So in that case, obviously you will have to transfer first and then you will pass the entry for realizing, because the realizable value, the market value is given. So then you will pass the entry cash or bank account debit to realization account. Rupees 50,000. And remember, here you will write by, obviously you will pass the transfer entry and then cash or bank account 50,000. So these are the various concepts and cases in case of the investment fluctuation fund and the workmen compensation reserve. I hope this video will help you, and once again I would request to each one of you, please watch the full video so that you understand the concept very well. Please do take good care of yourself and like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel Accountancy Point. Thank you.